In this class today, we had a really important topic, and that topic is scams because I work hard for my money, you work hard for your money. I don't want any of us to lose money to some con man. The scams are out there, they are a problem, and to me, it is vitally important that you exit high school with the knowledge to not get scammed. That is my hope. I don't want any of my students to get scammed ever and ever. And we started off with something kind of light considering the heaviness of the topic. My very favorite comedian of all time, George Carlin, called Advertising Lullaby. Check it out. Brilliant, pretty clean. The rest of his stuff you don't want to listen to in front of grandma if you follow me. However, check this out. I didn't embed it into the PowerPoint in case, I got shut down for doing so, but please check it out. And I said it's a problem. Well, here's some evidence to the point, and you can see here a lot of different type of scams and frauds that are out there, and you can see certain demographics tend to get hit with certain scams and older people get hit with others. And it tends to be the extremes. Young people your age and old timers. People in the middle like me, less so. And I'm making this video in 2024, and as you can see, by 2026, it's projected to be $43 billion. I don't want any of our money to be part of that statistic. And if you miss class and you come back, we're going to be digging in for a while. I'll fill you in. But we went over an overview of the different scams that are out there. And a lot of people knew these already, which was good. Somebody had talked to you, and that made me really happy. Heck, I'd be happy if you knew this entire lesson without me saying a word. Somebody did their job if that is the case. So anyway, phishing. Phishing is when the bad guys try to have you click on a link, whether it's through text or computer, and then it opens up malware and a lot of unpleasant things. Okay, that is phishing. And they're after your password, your financial info, your identity, all these sorts of things. Don't confuse it with this band called Phish. It was popular with the hippie set in the 90s. Has nothing to do with a scam. So if you see Phish, you can listen to Phish. Phishing, not so good. Bogus business opportunities. These are presented, hey, double your money, triple your money, make money from home. Listen, if it sounds too good to be true, it is likely too good to be true. And if you see these terms like proven system, okay, heads up. Okay, money is hard to come by. People don't just give it away for doing nothing. Okay, getting rich quick is a dream of a lot of people. Reality is wealth is accumulated slowly, not quickly, by and large. Okay, health and diet scams. Now, this is tapping into human insecurity, and I think just about everyone wishes they were a little more this. I wish I was taller. I wish I was shorter. I wish I was thinner. I wish I was bigger. Heck, when I'm in the weight room with my athletes, I don't know how, especially the young ones, the freshmen. Hey, coach, how do I get huge? Is there anything I can take? Yeah, it's called time and a lot of protein and a lot of work. So if something's not approved by the FDA, heads up. Again, if it sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true. And they're flashy labels, this will make me whatever. It's very expensive. There is no substitute for putting the work in. Okay? These things might aid you, but this one here, get a gym body without going to the gym. No, not going to happen. Just not going to happen. Sextortion scams. Now, these ones hit oftentimes young men about your age, and here's how it works. Somebody puts a picture of somebody who's really attractive, and you think this person's into you, and you start getting a little intimate on the phone, and they say, hey, I'd like to have a provocative picture of you. You send the picture thinking it's somebody you're attracted to, and in reality, it's a bad guy. And they say, give me money or I'm going to release this to your parents or to the public or what have you. Now, this can be really serious. This happened recently. Young man in Michigan. This is dated October 16th. Young man was in that situation, sent a photo of himself, thought it was a beautiful woman. It was actually 3 Nigerian men. And he even told them, they said, listen, if you make me pay this money, I'm going to kill myself. And they said something really cruel and hurtful. And the young man did that. So learn from this. This has really catastrophic end results, as you can see. So be careful. Don't send pictures like that over the phone anyway. I'm sure you've heard of the cloud, okay? Okay, people have gotten caught. Celebrities have gotten caught sending provocative pictures that got picked up. Just don't do it. That's the safe thing to do. I think you can logically figure that out. Now, discount software scams, it sounds a lot of times around, Thanksgiving with Black Friday, or what's it called, Internet Monday or Online Monday. These are these things. It sounds too, oh my gosh, discount store. They're selling stuff for 90% off. Listen, people who make stuff and sell stuff want profit. They're not going to give it away, and they're looking for sensitive information. So you're like, oh my God, I got a steal on this. Here's my credit card information. You're not getting the product, and they're going to take your credit card information and do bad things with it. Again, go to reputable sources. If you're online shopping and you see that icon with the lock, that's safer than the unlocked. Be careful. Hopefully your computer teacher has taught you that already. Now, 419 scams, also known as Nigerian scams, advanced fee scams. This is a tactic. Now, nothing against the nation of Nigeria. Nigeria as a whole, nice people, nice nation. I'm not speaking ill of the nation of Nigeria, but there is a cottage industry of con men in Nigeria that will say something like, if you give me a little bit of money, will give you much more in return. And people fall for these. Okay, so if you see 419 show up on your phone, probably not a good thing. Okay, hey, I'm some prince that if you send me my money, some Bitcoin or whatever, I will reward you with a pot of gold. Whatever. Just don't be that person. Don't fall for that. Now, the Trojan horse, you probably know that story from ancient Greece, but a Trojan horse is a deceptive computer program where they're trying to get malware and destructive things on your computer, similar to phishing, but some Trojan horses are destructive. Little personal story. Back in 2003, I lost my computer because my dumb backside clicked on a horse. Wasn't that familiar with the computer back then? But again, if it seems a little sketchy, probably don't want to click on that link. Broken computer scam, fake tech. These are people who claim they are from Apple or from Microsoft or from Google and say you have a computer problem. Now, older people tend to fall for these more so. And oh my goodness, my computer, here's access to my computer. And what they do is they get all your information. Don't fall for that. And again, I don't want to be stereotypical. I don't want to be ethnically insensitive, but oftentimes these come from the nation of India. So if there's a very strong Indian accent claiming to have a name like, hi, my name, I'll spare you the accent. Hi, my name is Tony from Google. Uh, Probably that's a scam. Heads up, okay? Don't want to do that. Pyramid schemes, and again, I'm not going to name the companies because if I name them, I might get this thing shut down. But there's some pretty well-known companies, and what they do is they say, listen, you can make money on others. What you do is you buy in for X amount of dollars, and then we'll give you a team of 5 or 10, and anything they make, you get 2%. And even better, they'll get 10 of their own, and you'll get 1.5% of whatever they sell. At a certain point, they'll get rich just for sitting at home. Again, that sounds great, right? Here's the thing. The people at the very top will get rich, but most of the people will leave with less money than they found it. And when they try to win you over, you'll be invited to a house, nice meal, and they'll have almost actors or people in the organization who are super nice to you and get super enthusiastic about the presentation and kind of peer pressure you into it. If you're in that scenario, walk away, run away, do not get involved. And you can check this out on your own. What companies engage in pyramid scheme tactics, also known as multi-level marketing? Multi-level marketing is a pyramid scheme. Don't fall for them. Okay, Ponzi schemes are like pyramid schemes for rich people. Okay, so what you do is you find 10 investors, and 9 of them are regular people, but one of them is a multi-gazillionaire. And you tell the multi-gazillionaire, listen, pal, I can get you 20% on your money. No, you can't. Yeah, I can, I promise. And the big fish or the whale will give them 100 grand. The or the Ponzi scheme person will take the other 9 people's profits, give it to the really rich person, and go, look, I made 20% on your money. If you invested 20 million, how much money would you have made? Oh, you're right. Here's the 20 million. Bye-bye. The worst one ever is this guy right here, Bernie Madoff. His Ponzi scheme, he swindled 65 billion with a B, billion dollars from people. So this is a very, very destructive scheme. Fortune tellers, palm readers, mediums. I know I'm treading onto some personal ground. If you believe in that stuff, that's on you. You don't have to give them money or let them dictate your life. And a lot of people are hurting or desperate or lost. And they find these people and they, oh my gosh, you validated what I thought. Or, oh, somebody passed away and I left on a bad note, but you spoke to them when they were dead and said they loved me, blah, blah, blah. These are all ways to get your money. So if you're objective, you're going to realize these practices are really not grounded in science or logic, right? I noticed that these people never win the lottery. Is that a little perspective for you? And again, sorry to offend you if you believe in this stuff. Um, Scientifically, it's not real. Okay, so I'll just leave it at that. Now, false charities, these pop up oftentimes after a really bad thing, and they say, oh, give to such and such, and you're hurting from the tragedy that happened. No, here you go, here's my money, here you go. Most of the time, these are scams. If you want to give to charity, give to reputable charities that have been around forever. Salvation Army, the Red Cross, United Way. These are organizations that are legit, okay? But if it's some no-name charity that came out of nowhere, it's probably going right into the scammer's pocket, which is pretty evil, profiting off of human suffering, really, which is the core of a lot of these scammers. Now, hard luck stories, these happen on the street, and this is tough because you're good people. You want to help. And some people are legit, some people are in need, but sometimes people will pretend they're really suffering. Oh my God, my kids are at home and I have no bus money. If you give me money, I can see my kids. And, or, I'm really sick. I need to get my medicine. Sometimes these people are legit, but a lot of times they're not. Like this guy, this is from a news story. He's a totally regular guy who's pretending to be homeless to profit. Okay. So I'll leave this one up to you, but a lot of times these are scams, in particular in Europe. If you travel in Europe, when I was in Rome, I saw a van load of these people who were very, hard luck, sick and handicapped, and they were moved all around Rome to beg, and people gave them a lot of money because you look at them and you go, oh, you poor thing. Human empathy taken advantage of, unfortunately. Debt collection scams, they look very official. Okay, just be careful. A government agency will never request money over the phone or computer. Let me be real clear on that. If they say they're from the IRS or what have you, it is a scam. Heads up, just don't freak out because they'll scare you. If you don't pay now, we're going to kill your credit. If you don't pay now, you'll lose the account. Calm down. It's probably a scam. Okay, and they're very sophisticated, so heads up. Now, romantic scams, there's even a TV show about that, Catfish, where somebody pretends to be a very attractive person and you think you're falling in love, but in reality, it's a scam artist. And the classic is, I love you so much. I just don't have a lot of money. I'd love to come see you in Detroit. I just need a plane ticket and some money for incidentals. Oh, okay, here you go. Here's your money for a plane ticket. And you never see that person again. This is so common. I mean, look at it. They made a show. Okay, so maybe some of you may have seen it. So this goes on because, again, people are lonely. People want that romance and they'll fall for it. Okay, impersonator scams, people who sound very professional, very erudite, will claim they're from such and such. Beyond here, a little personal story. My wife and I almost got scammed by DTE. Somebody pretending to be DTE sounded very articulate, sounded very legitimate, sounded, as a college educated, blah, blah, blah. And I had to stop, and my wife almost gave them money. She's a very smart woman, and I almost did too because it was so sophisticated. So heads up, don't fall for that, okay? Because these are getting better and better as time goes on. Skimming or shimming, careful of your credit card. Okay, that's where people get your credit card information. And as a matter of fact, now restaurants are having these machines where you do it at the table because a lot of times, especially in the old days, you'd give the waiter the card and they might take it and do some things. So be careful of your card. And I will say this, I don't get my gas at shady gas stations. I try to go to a couple gas stations that I feel safe at, because a lot of times gas stations are the source of these scams. Online gambling scams. No, I understand online gambling is legit. I understand some of you like to gamble, but the industry is fraught with all sorts of these scams. Be careful. Like, I'm running out of time here, but you can see what they are. Contractor home improvement. A lot of people don't know how to fix their houses and they need tradesmen. Now, before you get a tradesman, check them out. Check the Better Business Bureau. Talk to somebody. The best thing, hey, this person, my tree guy, my cement guy, my siding guy, they were great. They were reputable. Check them out. Now, if somebody asks for a first draw, and on construction, they ask for draws. Okay, so you get paid. I'll pay you 40% the first draw, 40% the second draw, 20% when we're all done with it. That's very common in the industry. People ask for the 40% without doing anything. It's likely you're never getting that 40% back. So heads up with that. So the final questions to answer, I have a couple questions about scams from a Snopes article, this one from the FTC and this. So this is on Google Classroom. Answer these, but hopefully you're back in class by the time we get to that. Final words in the last couple sentences. Sounds too good to be true. It is too good to be true. Trust is earned with time and through action. Don't trust strangers out of the gates. Be safe with your computer and phone. Check out agencies like the Better Business Bureau and the Michigan Consumer Protection. Go with your rational mind, not your emotional mind. All right, thank you for watching, and let's keep our money away from the bad guys.